April 13th today. And hopefully we'll get more members and some sales or something from anybody that sees these videos.
Oh, yay. Love this piece, Chris.
Oh, I'm up first.
Yeah, well, you sent me the thing first.
Ah, okay.
Lovely as usual.
Thank you.
Mm.
Colors, my favorite colors that you use, and
Well, it's probably my favorite colors too. I'm starting to lean more towards, well, I've always liked green, but I'm starting to put more blues and touches of other colors here and there. But this is mixed media. So I've got a lot of collage, pen work, crayons. Yeah.
you have some ink?
Yep, I have some ink, just a tiny bits. But I also have some China marker. China marker, which is kind of like a fine point oil pastel deal.
Wow.
Yeah. It makes me think
really
of a Matisse painting. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not,
Really?
Yeah, I
lovely.
kind of see a skewed table with the linen, the white, and then the wall behind, and just some of the shapes. I'm surprised you've untitled this. You just haven't come up with one yet.
I see
I see a little sailing boat, a little dhow.
Oh, hi, Barry.
Yeah.
Morning.
Hi, Barry. I'm so glad you made it.
Hi, Barry.
Yeah, I got caught.
I did title. Let's see.
You have a what? Excuse me, Barry.
I got caught in the rain on our little walk, a little late.
Oh, yeah. Did you have a title, Chris?
I do have a title, but you know what? I forgot what the title was.
Sort of
So
looks like a still life.
thank you.
My sister in Apple Valley was just telling me yesterday a lot of artists are using AI to create their work. That's not right. What do you think?
Well, I think if you can use it for ideas, but as far as creating your entire piece with AI,
Yeah, not so
Yeah,
much.
I've been practicing with it. It's sort of fun. Adobe Firefly. It's fun to play with.
Yeah.
Chris, did you,
Well, if I find it.
Yeah. Did you start with black, Chris? You always start with black and over it?
I might have. I cannot remember it. I think I did because, I can see kind of a shadowing behind the other.
Almost something behind. Yeah, I do see something.
Yeah.
Was this one of your repaints?
It was.
Yeah. That's why there's so much
repaints are the best because you've already got this base down, and then you can paint on top of it and get really a lot of depth, I think.
Yeah.
I had fun doing this one because unlike a lot of paintings we all know that are challenging and don't always turn out, this one kind of came pretty easily.
Those are the best.
It almost wants to tilt me downward. However, you've achieved balancing it back up with probably with all the detailing over here. So it kind of brings it back up. Yeah. Really nice.
Thank you.
From a photographer's point of view, I just want to straighten it or align it. But for me, I'm not an artist, but I do like your use of negative space and how you have some space in between everything. And I love that it's an abstract and your color palette.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I see what Priscilla means. For example, this thing takes a deep dive down here, and it could easily have been less angular and been brought up here. I mean,
yeah, but you know what? I do it a lot of times intentionally because I want some tension in my work.
Right.
I don't want it to be all.
Exactly. I think it would be less interesting.
That's right. There's a little bit of tension. You're right. That's why I'm saying you did a good job balancing it with all the detailing here. But I get your drift, Priscilla.
Yeah, but I do like it because I love to create tension or curiosity or those types of things. So I know where you're coming from. But the accountant in me that works with an Excel sheet, the grid system wants me to push it up.
That's funny.
just my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
it's lovely. I love it.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, I love Excel. There's so many nuances and things you can do, shortcuts and stuff that people don't know on the surface unless you use it really intensely. So anyway, good.
Nice.
Yeah, but this one was old, Lori. I think you've seen it. I think
Really?
I sent it to you. Yeah. Well, it's like maybe a year old, something like that. This one I just kind of I think I might have used just acrylic on this. I'm trying to look. Yeah, I think it's just acrylic
It's really
on
painterly.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for because I'm
Yeah.
usually not that painterly.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
find it.
It's
Thank you.
almost
I find it really
sketchy.
difficult.
Kind of sketchy, sort of. Yeah.
And you got that angle going again
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Love those angles.
in the foreground.
Gotta have some tension.
Yeah, really.
Really, yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, Grace, did you put a gesso on the watercolor paper?
Yes,
Okay, that's good.
I put because I used acrylic paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it kind of drags the paint on the
yes.
paper. Yeah.
Okay.
When you do that, do you have to stretch the paper out any or put thumbtacks all around so it doesn't do it when you put the gesso on it?
No,
I don't.
It just
I don't
stays.
e-
It just
I don't
stays
either.
flat. Okay.
It will flatten
Yeah.
down once it's dry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I was just thinking, what a good thing that you see this medium or lighter green. I'm so glad you didn't take it all the way to the top because the way you stopped it and you brought this is a turquoisey kind of color up here. I mean,
Yeah.
that made a lot more interest than if all this green had gone all the way up. So good. That's a good technique. Good choice. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, those are, I used to teach ceramics to kids. And I wrote this little children's book about artists from outer space. Anyway, so they go to this planet and they find these kind of characters. Let's see, that's Genius, Miss Pencilhead, and Party Animal. So I couldn't visualize the characters on a flat piece of paper, but I could do it in clay. And then I collaborated with a friend of mine who's a really good artist, and she did the illustrations. But anyway, I've been taking pictures of them, and I'm going to put them up on my website. So yeah,
Fun.
Now,
they're fun.
How large are they?
Let's see, how tall are they? They're small. I'm not, maybe 4 inches,
Okay.
maybe 3, yeah, something like that.
do you fire them too?
Yeah, well, yeah, I had them fired, and then I put a glaze on them, and then fired them again.
Well, they would be perfect for now with having just gone to the dark side of the moon. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
I got it out of my files. I had the book, and I printed up some and gave them away to some of my friends. And my nephew, who's like 6 now.
Kids will love them.
Anyway, yeah, the kids seem to like it, so it's fun.
Yeah. So what you actually did was you made the clay figures, then you took photos and made JPEGs of them, and then you started your photo editing software there, and then you brought in the JPEGs on top.
Yeah, that's I did the Procreate for the background, and then I turned the photographs of them into a vector, so I could put them on top of the background.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely. Nice work. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Here comes somebody we all know and love.
Oh, that's lovely.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, Joy was in Illinois with her sister a few months ago, and she hated the cold. Are you there, Joy? Come on, speak up.
Oh, yes. Yes. I took a video on the train, and I just screenshot this scene. and show the very cold over there.
It looks real
I can
cool.
feel the cold, Joy. You
Yeah.
can feel it.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I love the suggestion of the footprints in the lower left front.
Over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
well done, you know.
Yeah.
just the Farsi, the farmhouse and the barn.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like
Thank you.
I like the limited palette.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
And one thing that I wondered, you see how this is like, is this supposed to be a frozen lake or ice or something?
It's covered snow.
Oh, okay. You know how you went and darkened it on the edges and it kind of set it back a little? I like the way, I noticed you didn't do the same thing up here, which kind of brings it forward and makes me feel how cold it is there.
Yeah.
You know, so did you do that intentionally?
Actually, that was a mistake. I put the wrong color on it. I said, oh, okay, forget it. Actually, I paint the other one, but I think that this one is get more color and warmer and cool and make a difference.
Not that it's not nice. I just wondered, usually you would have toned it down a little bit at the end, but it's fine. It just makes you feel the cold.
Okay, like ice.
But the next one of yours, I'm going to be the judge and give you a first place award on this one.
Oh, thank you.
This is your
Oh.
masterpiece.
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
Now, this is called a painting. It's not called a realistic photograph. It's just, it's your technique at the top.
That's beautiful.
Lovely.
Such broad strokes and with the simplest of washes, you know, you didn't go into details and make it a photograph. It's totally a painting, abstract
Gorgeous.
painting. So I think you have arrived with this one.
Wow.
I love
give it
I
2
agree.
thumbs up.
one of my favorites,
Oh, thank you.
and a limited palette too. Yeah,
Really beautiful.
nice. Yeah,
I've tried watercolor before and it's not easy. So
it ain't.
it's a very well done. You have a lot of control.
Thank you. Actually, this one and with the last one is at the same farm, same scene.
The same.
Oh.
The same.
Oh.
Same location,
Yeah.
yes. Just
Oh,
when
yeah.
the train,
I
just when
see.
the train goes on and the train
Ah.
didn't go.
Interesting, Joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, and I said, okay, I try abstract, and just put a very simple palette and
Yeah.
just. I think I do this probably take 20 minutes.
Oh,
That's all?
we
Yes.
hate we
That
hate you,
long?
Joy.
Wow.
Wow.
Because I didn't expect they look well. I just say, oh, try. When I put some cheap paper and try, and I always do better work.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Relax.
use cheap paper, Joy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
When
know.
when I want to do some serious work, I always failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done larger pieces than 9 by 12?
Yes,
Yes.
I did. I actually, for abstract, I always do 12 by 18. But this one, I just, okay, try. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean, though. It is yeah, you know, this is really such a I can't, you don't believe me, but I can't describe to you what a masterpiece this is. You see all of this broad strokes, large brushes, and the texturing you got. This is all being at the top of the watercolor ladder. I mean, you're a great watercolor artist, Joy. I don't know when you're going to realize that. And just a suggestion of a wash here and there. I love the wash behind the trees.
Yeah.
Just everything about this. I mean,
Joy?
it's something I'd buy. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
I have a
people
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joy, I have a question on your technique there. How did you get the little white dots that are on like the right and then the bottom left?
You mean
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I just put a color on the credit card and quickly swipe.
you use a credit card and swipe
Yes.
real fast?
Yeah, I put a color on the credit card first.
Oh.
Because this cheap paper, they have texture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you took your brush with the blue tone over after it was dry?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
That's a great technique.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would have thought of putting the paint on the credit card? I mean, I wouldn't have thought of it.
No, with watercolor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
And I mean, from the internet, many people doing this way. Before I did, but I did it to no purpose. Just put a color and with credit card and let the water going on. And this time I say well try some semi abstract. People can see this is a tree. That is something.
Oh.
Right, it's a suggestion.
But it was on dry paper, Joy? Dry or wet?
And
the paper.
Paper is the button is dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how you got all the texture of with the dark marks down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give you best of show. How's
Great.
Me too.
that? Best of show.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay, I'll try this way. Okay, I will do more practice.
Do more.
Joy.
Do
Hey,
more.
Priscilla, she calls this kind of work practice.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what to do with her, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Very nice.
yeah, here's
You got
one
so
of
many encouraging.
one of mine here.
Ooh,
Oh, wow,
I like
Jill.
that.
Love it.
Last
really-
summer, I went overboard on watermelons because they were super duper sweet, and I never couldn't get enough of them. I kept buying them, bringing them home, and here I have it in my sink, and I'm kind of cutting it down. And I thought, well, you know, maybe it's got texture and this and that. Maybe I can do something with it.
Looks good.
And so,
Yeah.
I worked it up so that it might get into jazzercise. I did submit it.
Yeah, they
You
probably like
did?
it.
Did you submit?
I did, yeah. I don't know yet what's going to happen. You never know. But
Right.
I like the way the software did all of this stuff for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the purple color. Not
Yeah.
purple.
Yeah. You
Really
don't-
great.
Yeah. And I can't do it anymore because I've already submitted the JPEG. But you see this color up here, this color right here.
Yeah.
Things are right. I wish I had put just a few dabs of it somewhere in here. I'm missing it, but anyway, nobody
Yeah.
will probably know except me,
No,
you know. So
Mm-mm.
I like it.
I love it.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Very creative.
Yeah.
okay, thanks, guys. And here we go. Another photographer.
Ooh,
Very
Oh,
nice.
Oh,
that's nice.
Tell us about it,
Mm.
Priscilla.
Wow.
Okay, well, I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see. It's
Oh,
this
yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
It's called a microscope camera. And it's very frustrating because you have to get really close to your subject and be steady because the shutter speed is very, very slow. So I had to take about 6 or 7 shots before I could even get a decent one. Then I threw it into Photoshop to actually bring out the color, the saturation. I'm very much a minimalist when it comes to Photoshop. I don't like to play around too much in there. So this is what I got. And I usually try to crop in the camera and never in Photoshop.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm very much a minimalist in everything I do, whether I take the shot or throw it into Photoshop, try to bring out the color. I don't want it to look too, if I get too wild, then it looks crazy. I don't like it, so, but
I can't believe it. Are you using, is that a real camera where you can adjust the aperture, the speed, and
it's a very cheap camera, and you can play with the lens because you have to get like inches from the subject. It's a microscope camera.
Oh,
And it's just one piece. It's a I think it's a little over $100 or something. But I don't like it because I think my iPhone takes a better picture, to tell you the truth. I mean, I have to spend a lot of time trying to get it in focus, and it's too slow on the take for me. So to get this picture, I was very happy. But I probably won't use this very much. So
you're a woman who likes challenges.
I do. But I not frustration. I'm not very patient. So
okay. Well, thanks for sharing this.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Thank
Like
you.
it.
Yeah, the color.
Was this light green? Did that come along with the photo, or you didn't introduce
All
it?
of that color, all it is pulling the slider to get the saturation. And because I shoot in RAW a lot, your eye doesn't see all these colors. So when you get into Photoshop, it draws those colors out. I don't inject any color at all. It's there. So I was very happy to see when I pull the slider how much I can get from it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm anxious to see the rest of what you do next time.
Okay, you will.
Great, thanks.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Lori.
Lori, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
I did 3 of these. I don't know if Joan's able to show all 3.
Yeah.
So
excuse me, Lori, did I get it right? The 3 of them are in a series called Fragments of Self?
It's actually, but that doesn't matter. I have to look. What did I call it?
That's what you wrote anyway.
Did I write that? Okay, then there you go.
So because I'm seeing this one and the other one and the other one.
Right.
Oh,
whoops, excuse me. So are these all
3 part of the same series?
Okay.
They're on cradle wood panel. And this one was a totally different portrait that I had done that it was too real, and I didn't want it to be. I took a course last year called Beyond Likeness that challenges you to break up what you normally see and how you would represent it. And I learned a lot, but I really didn't do much with it. And so I just decided that I was going to challenge myself. And so I totally redid the first one, which was this one. And it's a lot of collage, mostly from paper that I printed. And then acrylic paint. And I used charcoal, and I used Stabilo crayons, and pan pastel.
I love that palette, Lori.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
gorgeous, yeah.
It's a pretty limited palette, and the challenge was also to try to stay with the palette using the pan pastels, because I didn't always have the same color. But I found that I was able to do some blending with the paint.
Yeah.
So this is the first one. And there was a lot of emotion from me doing this. And one person looked at them and said, "Are these self-portraits?" And I said, "Well, I don't know, but it's always coming from yourself."
Yeah.
So,
well, I can appreciate this from your broad forms and the color and shapes, but I suppose I like the next one best because I actually know somebody that kind of looks like that, and I like you see how you did not delineate the nose much, or
right.
I kind of am more drawn, just from my point of view. I adore this one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I do too.
It's really pretty.
I love your title. It's typical of you with your sense of humor, blue silence, but still speaking. That's really cute.
Chat GPT.
I love this one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I was drawn to this one a lot, and she sat for a while. I kind of saw a Greek goddess in her.
Wow.
And so I was trying to figure out how to keep that feel, but also bring her into the series. And some of these
I think you succeeded.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, oh
okay.
yeah. I think the whole series is so fabulous. And you know what they remind me of, Lori?
What?
You know, when you go to Pompeii and you see all the
Yes.
art on the
Yeah,
All
walls,
the
right.
ancient art,
Yeah.
yeah.
ancient
Yes.
art, they remind me of that.
Those
And that's so
murals.
great because, you know, years ago in my art history studies, I was an art history major in college. We did study a lot of that. And I also took early Byzantine and Christian art.
Oh, wow.
So that was where the golden
Yeah.
globe thing was coming from. And then I
What?
just pulled, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was just wondering how you did it. How did you
How
make it look like that?
I don't know. Oh, just a lot of putting this here and putting that there.
It
and
just is so interesting.
A lot of collage on the hair.
Yeah,
that's
collage.
cool.
And I like this little thing here. It just
Yeah.
adds a little interest.
They
Interesting.
were from 3 different, and so, you know, I had to bring the golden color in if it wasn't already jelly pressed that I had done years ago on the area where you see the music.
Mhm,
That was some stuff I had done, and it was, I think it was Neil, what was it, not Neil Young, was it Coming to America? No, just America, who was the artist of that? But so I put a little of the title in, and then the branches were from a photograph that I had printed out of a photo of my husband's father, and he and his sister as children.
mm.
So I just cut it up.
Wow.
And then the rest was copy that came from different books.
Wow.
Is there sheet music?
There is sheet music in there. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then there's there is some Yiddish in there.
Mhm.
So
Laurie, this title, Blue Silence, Still Speak, reminds me of that gal you had on the bed with the telephone hanging there. And
Yeah.
what did you entitle that one?
well, that was the pause between.
Yeah, she was pissed off at somebody too. And this one here sounds like she's also mad at somebody.
Uh-huh.
Love it. Anyway, we got to get going, but I adore this.
Can you show the last one?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh.
So she sat the longest. She was the first one I started, actually. And it was, I totally changed her headdress at one point. And so, you know.
You do a great job with the collaging. This is a collage, I'm sure, like
Yes.
the other one. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
You do very nice. Like this one,
Thank
the hair and all.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
there's
I'd have
pages
to
from,
say that all 3 of them give a very different feel.
Yeah.
Very different kind of feminine energy from different places. Even though, are they all of you somewhat?
I don't, they just all came from me.
Yeah, because they're all very different
Yeah.
emotionally, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, very nice.
Thank you. Well, we'll see if they get into I submitted to Oceanside Museum of Art's Alliance show at Front Porch Gallery, where the theme is more than words.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they take any of them. I'm hoping they take all 3, but
Yeah, they should.
Thanks, Laurie.
thank you. Thanks for the feedback, guys. I appreciate it.
Ellie, are you here still?
Yeah, I'm here.
I have to confess, I didn't quite understand if this is the same one as that one, but that's laying on its side. And I didn't understand how that, because this is it again, but is this the second piece you wanted to show?
Yeah, that's in the process. Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty. I really like the colors.
So the colors are spring, so that's why they're pastel symphony, and I did it very spontaneous as far as how if I was thinking of color and that color worked with that color. It could have been a dance, but that's what came out. So it's fairly large.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it should be done sideways or if it should be well, I painted it in the upward, but it could be worked, I guess, both ways, although it feels a little heavy on the bottom on the left side, but I don't like that the top part has that big heavy part. It's how it turned out.
Well, yeah.
This
I like
version,
it vertically.
this
Yeah.
version, and I like it horizontally. So you see,
There you go.
Well, I don't know if I should put a wire on it, but I sent it in vertically. So that's
Where did you send it?
to Jazzercise.
Oh, good
okay.
for you.
I bet,
I bet they like it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's gonna fly.
Yeah.
Is jazzercise some type of, I don't understand what jazzercise is.
Priscilla, what I'll do is, have you been on the AGNC website?
No.
I'll send you all the links. And on our page called Galleries, you'll see Jazzercise is one of the galleries.
Oh,
It'll have an
okay.
entry form and it'll tell you all what they need from you.
Okay.
And the
Are they
deadline-
local?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the deadline is this Wednesday. That you were saying that this one here,
The one on the bottom is a raw canvas that I made the paint thin and I poured it on there, and then I appliqued some other pieces on there, which you can't
Oh, wow.
see. And it wasn't finished then, but I was working on it, and they're both Pastel Symphony 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to say to Joy that if she's available to go to Fallbrook, tomorrow is free for the Fallbrook Center of the Arts, and they're having the end of the 17th annual mixed media, water media show, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So that's Barry. I have a surprise
Oh,
for Barry.
Oh my
Barry,
God.
I want to hear you talk about this one. This is one you sent long ago.